Okay.
Good to
Hey
go.
everyone. Yeah, awesome. Welcome, welcome. You have landed in the right spot. This is our quote unquote Team Canada call, and Candace and I are coming to you from Texas.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about this weather that y'all are having. I don't know if all of you in Canada, I know there's different locations, but here in Texas, you know, it was raining and now it's actually getting a little bit better. The sun came out today, but I'm glad you guys took the time to join us tonight, because I know out of all the things you could be doing right now, you took the time just to either support a friend or check out this information because maybe you were curious about Juice Plus. And the thing about Juice Plus for me, that years ago when we years ago when my family and I first started this product, was I was a very curious person. I knew that there was a better way for our family to get better nutrition. I had no idea what kind of journey this would take me on, but when a friend invited me something just like this, I was curious. So if you're sitting here and are curious, yeah, do your research, listen, pay attention, ask questions. That's why we're here, and that's why your friend invited you, because they care for you and they were curious and they want to share this information with you. So with that being said, we are a part of a healthy living revolution, and we are enjoying sharing this revolution with everybody in the world. We're in over 20 countries across the world, and it's this revolution that we have been on that is really looking to inspire all of you to be healthier, to take care of yourself, that it's okay to put yourself first, that it's okay to choose you. And I wish I would have learned that myself years ago, because when my friend introduced it to me, I gave it to my children. I said, yeah, of course I need that. My children need that. They need more fruits and vegetables. And she was like, well, what about you? And I was like, no, it's fine. I'm just going to get it for my kids. And although I was grateful for that, because they quickly became healthier, not overnight, but over time, months later, I started noticing their allergies going away. My daughter didn't need breathing treatments anymore. Ear infections were non-existent for my son. I saw huge improvements. But once again, I wasn't choosing me. And even though this better way that I found, I still was not putting myself first. And what started to happen was my twins, I have 4 children, my twins turned 1 in January in 2014. And within about 72 hours, I wasn't feeling sick. I didn't have fever, but I felt something funny on my left breast. And after 72 hours, I went to the doctor. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so choosing me became a priority. And this better way of fruits and vegetables became just kind of a huge staple in my everyday life. So what is Juice Plus? I'll finish my story here in just a second, but I'm sure you're wondering, some people, I even had someone ask me today, so tell me about this juice that you drink. And I was like, oh, I don't juice. They juice it for me, actually. It's over 30 vine-ripened fruits and vegetables. And if you know anything about any that's vine-ripened, you know that when stuff is picked at peak ripeness off of the vine, fruits and vegetables, berries, grains, you know, when it's picked at the right time, all the nutrients are preserved. You see, when you buy produce in the store, nothing wrong with it. I buy it. I have to buy it. I can't necessarily grow, even though we have an awesome tower garden we'll be talking about, but the amounts of strawberries that my children consume on a daily basis, I don't know if I could keep up with it. I would need probably 2 towers full of strawberries just to keep up with their intake. So I do have to buy produce at the store, but that produce is not picked. It's picked way too early. And what we're finding is that it's losing a lot of its nutrients. So Juice Plus, I'm grabbing my bottles over here. I've got them to show you. We have food that has been juiced and dried at a low temperature and put into powder form and put into capsules. We have our veggie blend, has a nutritional label right there. Here we go. We have our fruit blend right here, a nutritional label, and then it lists all the things over here: apples, peaches, cranberries, oranges, papayas. I could go on and on. And then we have our purple, our berry blend, those darker berries, that elderberry that you are hearing about all through the winter season, that a lot of people, in fact, at our preschool that I go to, are still talking about elderberry because kids are still getting the flu. In fact, I heard another strand was popping back up again one more time here in Texas. So with that being said, Trio is what we call this, our fruit, veggie, and berry blend. I take the capsules, but it also comes in a gummy form. Same product for adult and child, whatever you're going to take consistently on a daily basis. A couple things I want you to notice while I go back to this nutrition label is that, well, how are we different? Well, we have a nutritional label, not a supplement label. It is not a vitamin. It is food. The NSF certified, the highest certification that you can receive on any food product. We are kosher, gluten-free, dairy-free. And I tell you this because I was taking vitamins on a daily basis. And once again, I think there's a time and a place for a lot of stuff in this world. And I think there's a time and a place for some vitamins. If you are deficient in a certain area, sure, consult with your doctor. But at the end of the day, I thought I was taking vitamins because I didn't like fruits and vegetables. And so I thought by taking that, I was supplementing. Well, I was wrong. And I was fighting disease. I thought I was doing all those things. So back to my story. I got diagnosed with breast cancer, and I quickly decided to start flooding my body with the Trio every single day, day in and day out. I also added our shakes, our plant-based protein shake. I'm addicted to the vanilla, but we do have chocolate as well. But our family is addicted to vanilla. And flooding that, so when you add the shake and you add the Trio, those capsules on a daily basis, what starts to happen is your body has about 42 fruit, veggie, berries, everything, acerola cherries, broccoli, sprouts. I mean, all this good stuff flooding through your body. And what I started to notice, I had a full year of treatment, surgeries, a double mastectomy, chemo, radiation. I mean, a full year. And I was telling someone the other day, I still can't believe it because I watch people still who are sick. Unfortunately, in this day and age, 1 in 3 women are going to be diagnosed with cancer. That's just statistically. 1 in 2 men are going to be diagnosed with cancer. I have a husband and a son, and so the odds of one of them getting cancer, are there statistically. And so what I started to notice when I'm watching other people who are going through treatments or something, that I never got sick. I never threw up. All the side effects that they said were going to happen or that could happen never happened with me. I started to flood my body with produce, and what I started to see was that my body was healing. Now, there's a time and a place for modern medicine, and that's like what chemo was for me, and radiation, and the surgeries, all of that was necessary. But because I was fueling my body, it was able to heal at the same time, and I was able to recover faster. This last year, our company came out with our brand new plant-based Omega. A lot of people are on Omegas. In fact, it's one of the #1 things doctors do recommend these days. And what I love about this Omega, because I've taken an Omega before, I probably wasn't super consistent with it as I should have. However, I am now. And you know why? Because it always tasted funny for me. I don't know if anyone else had that experience, but if you've ever had an Omega, there was like a little bit of a fishy burp. There was an aftertaste. People didn't like it. Well, the thing about our Omega, it goes straight to the plant source. Juice Plus discovered that fishes eat plants. So what they did was they just went straight to the algae. And they got the Omega 3, 6, 5, 7, and 9 from those plants. And they put it into a capsule. And it's cold pressed. And it's just a beautiful, design in a sense where they're able to, once again, preserve all the nutrients. So we've got our Trio, our capsules. We've got our gummies. We've got our Omegas. We've got our shakes. And then we've got our bars. And the thing about the shakes and the bars is they're just another added punch to your day. I always keep bars in my purse. And that's it. It's food. It's a small product line. But the one thing I also want you to understand is that the story that I'm telling you about me and how Juice Plus helped to save my life is just one of thousands of stories that I get to hear and see on a daily basis. And that's what we do. We share stories. So I want to hand it over to Candace, if you would like to share a little bit of your story. Candace and I met here in Texas. She moved from Canada all the way down to Texas, and I was just grateful to get a chance to meet her. And her family has been on this health journey ever since. I mean, practically when you arrived in Texas, right?
Yeah.
I mean, early June after.
Early, yeah.
Can you share with us a little bit about your story?
Sure. So I got introduced to Juice Plus through a mutual friend of Jen and I's. And I'll be really honest with you, I didn't see the value in it at first. I have 5 children. I ordered 1 trio, as Jen showed earlier, and with every trio you get 1 kid's set of gummies for free. Well, I have 5 children, and I was the one that pushed the order forward. We never took it. And I was the one suffering from sinus infections, allergies, stomach issues. My kids were sick all the time, and I thought that was normal because there were 5 kids in my house and that we just passed germs from one to the other. And I'm in the fitness industry. I'm a fitness professional and own a gym. And I thought that I had our nutrition under control. Yes, my kids ate fruits and vegetables. Did they eat 9 to 13 servings of raw fruits and vegetables that are recommended daily? Absolutely not. I probably don't do that in a week. And so my family wasn't just sick all the time. They were malnourished. We were not getting enough fruits and vegetables into us. And it took a health crisis in our family for me to wake up, which is a little bit embarrassing being a fitness professional, but I'm going to be completely candid with you. I thought I had all the answers. Well, I didn't. And we started taking Juice Plus consistently in our family, and I watched my family's health change dramatically. Not only now have I blessed my family with good health, I am fortunate to share it with clients and to hear, like Jen said, the stories of people's health journeys change and save people's lives is something I wouldn't trade anything for. I am so lucky to get to do life with all of these great women and bless people with better health, but I get to do it on my time. I do own a gym, a brick and mortar, which, you know, is something that doesn't cost $50 a year to do, like Juice Plus. I have to put in my time. I have to put in my hours. I absolutely enjoy it. Is it something I will do for the rest of my life? Probably not. Will Juice Plus be something I do for the rest of my life? Absolutely. My family will take it forever. I will only stand behind the Juice Plus product. There are many nutritional products out there, but this is the #1 most researched product in the world. And it is the only product I will stand behind because it is just food. And if my kids ate a whole bag of gummies, they're not going to end up in the ER. They might end up in the bathroom a little longer. And it's just food. And that's what I love about this product is that my entire family can take it. There is nothing on it that says only take for 30 days. You know, it's something that pregnant women can take, nursing moms, seniors, kids, adults, anybody can take this product. And that's what I love about it. So I am blessed not only with better health in my family. My kids aren't taking allergy medicines anymore. We're not getting ear infections. We're not getting sinus infections. I mean, I know, Jen, you and I sleep better. Our energies, I feel better now in my 40s. Yes, I'm older than Jen. She likes to tell everybody that. She does all the time. I feel better now in my 40s than I did probably in my 20s and 30s. And that's the honest truth. And the only thing I've changed is adding Juice Plus into my diet. So.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Yeah. I mean, I can, like she said, those stories
forever.
Yeah. The stories they never end. So she touched a little bit on the business. This business, like Candace said, if you're curious, because we've got this healthy living revolution, but we've also got this mission that we're on, because it takes a lot of us to share this with people. There are still so many people out there that need Juice Plus. They need a tool to help them get started with the health journey they're on, whether they're in health crisis or not. Maybe it's just prevention, but people need to understand that nutrition heals your body. So this business, like Candace said, it costs $50 a year. That was a big, huge thing for my husband. How much is this going to cost us to join? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, you're buying a business, so how much is it? I'm like, $50. He's like, whatever. I'm like, no, I'm not kidding you. It's $50 a year. He's like, all right, go for it. Why not? No inventory, no quota. I don't have a bunch of Juice Plus in my garage. I don't have a quota to meet every single month. Do we have goals? Yes. Do we have bonus money? Absolutely. Do we have, things that like I said, goals that we set for ourselves, Yes, but that's between you and your business, right? Where it's one of these things where Candace and I know a lot of people on this call are growing our business, but more importantly, they care about their friends and family. They care about the people. It's not always just about the business. And this business, though, has created options for our family. And that's what I have really enjoyed. I really thought, I'm going to pay my $50 and I'm just going to basically grow this business to pay for my family's product. There's 6 of us in our house. I want everyone to be taking it, and I want my paycheck to cover that. Well, I have since doubled and tripled and quadrupled that amount. And you know what? I will forever share this, because it's not so much about the number, but it's the number when I look at it that shows how many families. When I walk down the hall at preschool today, because I teach preschool part-time, and I have moms that are saying to me, thank you for helping my child poop again. I mean, real stories here, right? Or, we've avoided the flu, have you? And I'm like, yes. They're like, you think it's a Juice Plus? I'm like, could be, maybe, just maybe, right? Yes. I mean, who knows? But at the end of the day, I see all these families, and all my husband, he's a soccer coach, all the athletes that are on Juice Plus, and just how they respond to their everyday life. It's really fun to watch. So that's part of the reason why I'll always do this business. The second reason is because I want to show my children what's possible. I grew up in a house that we struggled financially. And so maybe that's you. We struggled financially for a plan B. There was never a plan B in place. And I'm being really vulnerable here just to share with you, because that's where my heart goes. I remember that. I love my parents. They did their best. They're good people. But I wanted my kids to not have to worry, not have that worry in their head. And I wanted the time with them. I want that time with my kids. I want to be present with them as much as possible. And this business allows me to do that. So that's part of the reason why I said yes. But Robin, I wanted you to share, if you don't mind, in just a couple minutes that we have left, a little bit as to why you said yes to this business. Are you able to talk? I know you're in the baby's room. Is this a good time or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great. I just don't.
No, it's all good. Can you hear me?
Yes, sure.
Perfect. So I was fortunate enough to hear about Juice Plus through Candace, who I've known for a very long time. I have an 8-year-old boy who's very, very active. At 3 years old, he was diagnosed with ADHD, sensory processing disorder, oppositional defiance disorder, anxiety disorder, and a touch of mild autism. And we were told at 3 years old, to put him on medication, and I absolutely refused to do that. I want to try any other avenue other than the medication route. And it's been a struggle. Like, I've had helpers at school helping him who haven't been able to keep up with him. I've had letters from hockey coaches, karate coaches. It's just been a real struggle with him. And when I found out about Juice Plus, I thought that was a good chance to try something new. And I'd heard about it through Candace and the fruits and vegetables, and I thought maybe this is a chance to give him a try on that. We've been taking it since just before Christmas. And when we went to the last parent-teacher interview, we thought we were going to go into the same thing that we've always dealt with him. The same, how rambunctious he was, how disruptive in class he is. And we were prepared to talk to the teacher about what our, what ended up happening was the absolute opposite. We went into the school, the teacher sat us down, and he wanted to know what we have done with our son. He is a completely different child. He's doing really well in school. And the only thing that my family has changed is we've added Juice Plus into our life. We're all on it. All my family's on it, including our dog. And it's been amazing. And since then, we've had reports back from hockey. We've had reports back from karate. We've had reports back from everything he's involved with, just what a nice boy he is, how he's calmed down. And everybody thought we put him on medication. And to this day, I still will not put my son on medication. So I love Juice Plus. No matter what I do, I will always have it in my life.
Wow. Oh, gosh. Robin, I'm not kidding. I've heard that probably 3 or 4 times now. And it's just, that makes me want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have goosebumps, but it makes me, one, I'm grateful that Candace shared it with you, because as a mom, when you're fighting for your child, and no matter what it is, that's huge. You've been fighting for his whole life for him. And it's hard when you send your child off into the world. So bravo to you. I'm so grateful to that. Well, we have, like I said, a few minutes left. And so I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for spending this time with us. I know that the person who's sent you here will be following up with you, but I want you to think about a couple things. One, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to change your health? Are you ready to truly start taking care of you? Because there is a better way. 2, do you know other people that need to hear about this? Are you ready to lock arms with us and share this message of healthier living with us? Because this is what we get to do. We get to hang out on Zoom and in person, but when you live in Canada and Texas, we can do this business like this. And that's what's so awesome, is that we get to invite people and share this message and educate people to hear this. So I want to open it up just at the end here in case anybody has any questions in regards to any of it that was shared tonight. I'd be happy to help answer that. Candace and I and Robin and Anita and whoever can answer. If you have a question. Anybody have any questions?
I do.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my daughter is 4 years old. She has a lot of allergies. She ended up having problems with eating. She cannot eat nothing, no veggies, no fruits, sometimes only apple or carrots, it depends.
Okay.
And not meat either, because she's allergic to wheat, sesame, eggs, flour, everything.
Okay.
And I was worried, I'm worrying now, if, the ones that you say that is the gummies, they have a lot of fruits and vegetables. The only thing that I'm concerning is that maybe one of them, one ingredient, she's allergic to it or not. That's what I'm worried about.
Right.
It's not that I don't want to start, I want to, because she now she's drinking the Pediasure, the chocolate flavor,
Okay.
2 times a day for how many months now. And I know that it will help me, and you mentioned something else as well. You said that those gummies, it helps to reduce the allergies.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me something more about that?
So what happens is that, about 85% of your immune system is in your gut. So when we're talking about gut health, what starts to happen is that when you flood your body with produce, you start to reduce inflammation, and especially in your gut. Well, what happens in our gut is that we've got this inflammation, and for me, it's, it starts to flare up, and for me, it was cancer. For my son, it was allergies. For my husband, it's eczema. Like those are our things. When they start to have an inflamed system, then they start to see signs of that. I also get, acne. everybody's got some sort of inflammation. And so what we're trying to do is reduce that inflammation in our body.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm not a doctor or a dietitian. This is just what I've learned through the doctors in our community. We're trying to reduce that inflammation. And what our research has shown, we've got about 35 peer-reviewed published research, is that Juice Plus can help to lower inflammation in your body.
Okay.
Right? Now, allergies, of course, yes, are a different thing. So that's probably a conversation that maybe we could have and connect you with someone that can kind of help you with that, because I don't know exactly which allergies and so forth, but the capsules are pre-digested, meaning obviously she's a child, so I get it. She's probably not going to swallow a capsule right now, but you can break open the capsules in her food. So when they are swallowed, they go straight to your bloodstream. And typically, most allergies start to happen within the mouth, in the back of the throat, that kind of thing when you're chewing things, to where the capsules are typically bypassing most of that, if that makes sense. But granted, she's not going to swallow a capsule. So we've got to just try to figure out a best way that's good for her to start to hopefully lower some of that inflammation. Of course, I've got a lot of questions for you as to, like I said, I don't know if we can, Bobby Joe, this is your person, right? You invited, is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't know if the three of us and, and Candace and we can all kind of maybe connect on the side, whether, I don't know, somehow via Voxer, do a separate call where we can kind of talk about maybe when this all started and how we can
Yeah, of
kind of
course.
help her.
Anytime.
Yeah, would that be okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Bobby,
And then I can maybe
connect
gather
with
some
you.
information for you.
Yeah.
Once I kind of know, right, Candace, where we can
Yeah.
maybe get some information and
Yeah, we can get some more information from you, and then we can all connect. And then, just because we don't want to say, go ahead, take it without knowing your whole story by any means.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because she has so many allergies, and I have the EpiPen with me. I get the antihistamine with me. She has eczema. She has asthma as well. So it's a lot of things going on. I want to make sure that before I go ahead and give it to her, like nothing's life-threatening, because she might be allergic to something, like spatch, for example, or she might be allergic to something else.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about.
Absolutely. Right. I totally, and I don't want that for her. So we'll go ahead and get connected separately, and then we can kind of go from there. Okay.
Yeah. Can you specify about the prices, or can we talk about on the private conversation that we're going to have?
Yeah. I mean, we can talk about it now too. I mean, real fast. I know we only have about 2 minutes left. We can talk about it privately too, and we can get pricing to everybody, but the trio, the capsules, they run, well, they're different in Canada.
It's about, Robin, is it 81?
I believe it's 82 for
82
the capsules.
About that for the capsule.
And about 102, I believe, for the gummies.
So for every trio, your child would eat for free. So if you took the trio, your little girl would eat for free for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can get that full pricing to you after this as well. I almost spoke in U.S. prices. That's why I stopped myself, because I was like, wait a minute, I know it's different pricing. So we can for sure get all that information. So Kim,
That will be perfect.
joining us. I'm so glad you hopped on.
Sorry, I
Thank
was
you,
late.
Anita.
Anita just said $87.75 per month down below.
Per trio.
So
So what you do is you
What
get
is it
4
for US?
What?
Yes, it's
What is it for
$71.25.
US?
$71.25 for the U.S.
Yeah.
So you get 4 months of product up front, but you pay monthly. So what I would recommend, since we're almost out of time, it'll cut us off here. What I would recommend is the person that brought you here is going to follow up with you and going to be able to share Canada pricing and U.S. pricing with you.
Good.
All right?
Okay.
And then be able to answer any questions you have and help to get you started. Okay?
Yeah. And Kim, we recorded this, so Bobby Joe will get you the entire recording.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Awesome.
But thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I just want to say that one last time before
it cuts us out.
Yeah, and have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
You too. Happy Easter.
Okay.
Jen,
take care.
can I add you on Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
connect you, Bobby Joe.
Yeah,
Thank
connect us
you.
for sure.
Okay, good night.
Okay, good
night.
night.